Alright, I think I'm going. This is night 2. You can probably skip night 1 because the camera was messed up and it wasn't very loud. But we are going to resume our 5 Nights at Freddy's journey in my FNAF scrapbook. So, continue night 2. Hopefully the sound and the video will be a bit better this time. This is cool though. It took me like 10 minutes to set up how to stream, which it was not that easy a couple of years ago. Last time I was trying to be a Let's Player. I don't even see a phone in here.
Hello? Hello? Well, if you're hearing this and you made it to day 2, congrats. I won't talk quite as long this time since Freddy and his friends tend to become more active as the week progresses. It might be a good idea to peek at those cameras while I talk, just to make sure everyone's in their proper place, you know. Interestingly enough, Freddy himself doesn't come off stage very often. I've heard he becomes a lot more active in the dark, though, so hey, I guess that's one more reason not to run out of power, right? I also want to emphasize the importance of using your door lights. There are blind spots in your camera views, and those blind spots happen to be right outside your doors. So if you can't find something or someone on your cameras, be sure to check the door light.
I should be on Freddy.
You might only have a few seconds to react. Not that you would be in any danger, of course. I'm not implying that. Also, check on the curtain in Pirate Cove from time to time. The character in there seems unique in that he becomes more active if the cameras remain off for long periods of time. I guess he doesn't like being watched. I don't know. Anyway, I'm sure you have everything under control. Talk to you soon.
Okay, sorry, I didn't want to talk over phone guy. But yeah, night 2, I kind of got quiet and fell into the usual FNAF strategy. So you want to check on Foxy every now and again, and then also keep an eye on Freddy. I don't think Freddy moves this early, but the more you look at him, the less he moves, and he kind of hops room to room until he gets outside your door, and then he never leaves. I don't think I ever played this game, FNAF 1, like this way that you're supposed to. Well, yeah, with the switching. I just ignored Freddy. And there's like a strategy where you're hastily like check light, boom, boom on Freddy, and oh hi buddy. I still don't really understand why it works, but it's like the only way to beat the hardest difficulty. So I don't know. I'm gonna go with my swap and keep Freddy pinned as long as I can. I don't have to worry about this light either because I can see Chica. It's nice when they're in the same room. It's interesting what Phone Guy says, that the animatronics tend to get more active as the week goes on. I don't know what that means, but I think lore-wise he was like attacked and killed by an animatronic, and I don't really know why. It kind of makes sense that the person we're playing as now, who is presumably Mike Schmidt or Michael Afton, the son of the killer, is kind of coming back to right the wrongs of his father. Ooh, Foxy's almost out. The store's closed anyway, so. But there's a strong family resemblance, so the animatronics think their murderer's back, and that's why they're trying to kill us. That's just a theory, though. We don't really know why they do what they do. I'm gonna stay on Foxy for a while. He's making me nervous. Boom, boom. But then it doesn't really explain why they attack Phone Guy. We're pretty sure Phone Guy is not the killer. But who knows? I mean, the killer, William Afton, has a British accent, so it's not Phone Guy. Presumably. Oh, I heard something. Foxy, would you just ask her to get off the pot? Okay. What was I saying? Yeah, so that's the theory about why they're attacking us, is they think that we're the killer, William Afton. But we don't know. I mean, the paycheck says Mike Schmidt. My theory is that the Aftons got divorced, William Afton, the murderer, and his wife. And there was a lot of tragedy in that family. One kid got chomped by Golden Freddy when his big brother stuffed him in a Springlock suit. And the daughter, Elizabeth Afton, got eaten by Baby and subsequently possessed her. There's a lot of tragedy in the family. I wouldn't be surprised if they split up and maybe Mrs. Schmidt is Michael's mother and he took her last name, and now we're Mike Schmidt. Or it could be he's just not using his real name, which might raise red flags because this establishment knows about the Afton name. The founders, William and Henry, Henry did more of the animatronic stuff, and William was the business person, but he eventually learned how to make animatronics and started stuffing kids in them, and no good. It's awfully quiet. Freddy's still here, Chica's out. So yeah, you wouldn't think there's so much lore in a relatively simple game, but I love the storytelling that Scott does. Once you get the pattern down, you can kind of relax. That's why I'm able to just gab about the lore of the game without worrying too much. I'm pretty sure once you know that pattern, you can pretty much... Oh, hello! You're probably not going to get jump scared, unless you want to be, and that's cool. Oh, hey, Freddy's looking at the camera. Okay, Bond's gone. Foxy stays there for a while. I probably was a little premature. Did I hear something? Boom. Oh, that's so that's the pots and pans, and it's pretty. It's believed that Chica hangs out in the kitchen, and the camera's out there. A lot of this stuff, yeah, it's like we think, but we don't know because there's not a whole lot of concrete information that we get. The fan, though, is a very important fixture. I think what it accomplishes in this game is frustrates you because your power is limited. Oh! I'll trigger him. Boom, 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 boom! He gone. He does take a chunk of your power and a bigger chunk each time. So... probably not going to get Foxy again tonight, but just in case. Another theory I had about Michael Afton going by Michael Schmidt is he's using the names of the dead children, I guess, to kind of honor them, because there's one of the dead children is named Schmidt. No. Smith? Fritz Smith? Why is that name part of in my brain? I don't know. There, in the second game, there's the bonus night. You play the whole game as Jeremy, but then the last night as Fritz Smith, and it's kind of implied that... Oh, shit! Oh, Foxy got me. Wow. I wasn't paying enough attention. Oh, and there I am with my eyeballs and teeth popping out, just like Phone Guy said. Ooh, that was a surprise. Cool. Okay, let's do that again and pay more attention this time. Hey, I can just talk more now about the lore. Yeah, so... Mike Schmidt. So I think there's like an image you get at the end of FNAF 6 that has the gravestones, and there's like Fritz, Smith, Susie, who possesses Chica. Oh, what's the last one? I know Cassidy is one of them, but that's the hidden one. Oh, man. I should know this. Oh, Bonnie's already out. I'm a FNAF lore master, damn it. No phone guy this night. I guess he automatically gets muted the second time, which is fine. I'm gonna stick on Foxy more because Freddy didn't move at all. And Foxy killed me. Ooh, a fun theory is that Foxy is a good guy. Because everybody loves Foxy. He's Phone Guy's favorite character. I got a Foxy plush right back there. So it's like, oh, what if Foxy was a good guy and he didn't really... Because his jump scare is different than all the others. He just pokes his head in the room and screams, whereas the others could get right up in your face and stuff you inside of an endoskeleton. But it's pretty much been debunked. Foxy does kill you. The theory was that he just pops in to say hi and gives you a heart attack. And no. I mean, we got the same game over screen with our eyeballs popping out, so yeah, Foxy's not a good guy. And the reason we kind of know that is because when Scott was releasing characters for Ultimate Custom Night, he did some April Fool's Day ones, and since Foxy is a good guy, he will give you 4 options, like plus 2% power, plus whatever. So it was all the April Fool's ones were kind of poking fun at debunked theories. But then that eventually became the mechanic for Rockstar Foxy, which is pretty cool. I know one of the other ones was Nightmare Fredbear. Am I not checking on Foxy enough? I'm just talking. Nightmare Fredbear appears holding a clock, and then you wake up in your bed because it was all a dream. And that was going to be the mechanic for Ultimate Custom Night. And then I think there was one more, but I can't remember what it was. The April Fool's mechanic. Should be paying much more attention. Yeah, the last time I played this game was the Help Wanted version, which is really nice, and it's the first time I ever had to actually learn the Freddy mechanic instead of doing the spammy technique that holds him in place. I also learned from Pat's live stream that because you can move around in the office. You obviously can't move around here because it's just a frame, but you can actually stick your head out the door, and if you do, it immediately triggers Foxy to run down the hall at you. And they probably did that to be like, oh, don't try to go out there, it's dangerous. But you can actually use it to your advantage, so if Foxy's in this phase where he's about to come after you, you can trigger him and then reset him. It does, you lose the power, but sometimes it's better to know where he's at. So that's one of the main differences of the Help Wanted version. The camera is just sitting on the desk, and you can flip through it and also be doing other things. So you can kind of split your attention more, like you would be able to in real life. It's awfully quiet tonight. 2 a.m. and no visitors. I think I might have seen Bonnie once. I don't know. I'm just trying to make minimum wage. Swiggity swooty coming for that booty is the catchphrase of Foxy. I didn't say that just to say it. What else can I talk about lore-wise? Susie is the name of the spirit who possesses Chica, and she's probably gotten the most backstory of any of the victims. She has a whole short story written about her in the Fazbear Frights books that's amazing, where you don't really realize that it's about Susie at first, but it confirms a lot of things that we suspected. The Fazbear Frights books are really good. They're like Goosebumps books set in this universe. And the way that they've set it up, the thing that's causing all this weird stuff to happen, you could write books forever based on this premise, which is basically there's this agony from one of the murder victims who attaches himself to the killer and refuses to let him die and tortures him, which is basically the premise for Ultimate Custom Night, is that it's William Afton's hell. He's being kept there by the spirit of Golden Freddy. And I think Yep, I've got a kitty cat visitor. How's our buddy Foxy? He's coming. I'll trigger him. I think he... I wonder if he ran into Bonnie. Because Bonnie's still there. Yeah, I think he ran into Bonnie. What was it? Oh yeah, so the Fazbear Frights books. It's the animatronics are sort of animated by agony, and the agony is caused by this little boy who wears an alligator mask, attaching himself to the killer and making him have nightmares, which is like basically oh man, he's already at like stage 4. And he does this for years. He makes them live these nightmares and doesn't let them die. And then he does die finally, and the little boy runs off and starts infecting everything in this Fazbear Entertainment distribution center with this agony, and all sorts of haunted, creepy things start to happen, which is brilliant because like most of the stories are about one of these items being found or wreaking havoc, and you could just keep writing them forever, like Goosebumps. You could have 100 of these, which is terrifying for this universe, but it doesn't actually happen in the game universe. There's a book universe, it's a whole thing. In fact, Fazbear Frights might even be in its own universe. I haven't quite decided yet. It kind of follows the book lore, but kind of doesn't, and it really doesn't need to. I think it's good at establishing its own canon. So it could just be another universe where there is a William Afton who killed kids and one of the kids who punishes him, and then this all happens. Whoop-a-doo. Oh, it's so good. I love it. And unlike Goosebumps, they're actually all connected. I mean, I guess Goosebumps are connected if you look at the movies with Jack Black, who is also a fan of FNAF. Five Nights at Freddy, that's where I wanna be. This is taking a lot longer than I thought it would. I thought this would be pretty easy. I haven't seen Chica much. Yeah, so Chica is basically the ghost of Susie possessing this... Ah! You can see Bonnie's at my door every 2 minutes, it seems like, but no Chica. Yeah, so it's kind of weird, like, we know more about Chica than about the kid, or about Susie, than about any of the kids that possess Freddy, Bonnie, Foxy. He gone? He gone. Sounds like Chica's in the kitchen. I don't know the game well enough to know if that means I don't have to check this light. If you can hear her, I mean, that makes sense as a mechanic, but I don't feel like... I've already failed once on night 2, so I don't really feel like testing that right now. Oh! He teleported. Telebrated! What an absolute mad lad. Yeah. He gone. Bonnie is just not leaving me alone. Okay. I'm glad I did that without dying again. I think as I stream, I'm just going to do one night per stream and just do as many as I feel like tonight. So I'm going to end that there. And thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one. How do I get out of this? Ignore the part where I fumble about ending the stream. Here we go.